Good morning, children. Hope all of you are fine. In the previous class, we have discussed about the causes of the Russian Revolution. Autocratic rule of the king, social inequality, influence of socialism, and participation of Russia in the First World War were the main causes of the Russian Revolution. Today, we will discuss about the two phases of the Russian Revolution. One is February Revolution and another one is October Revolution. Let's start. There was a revolution took place in Russia in February 1917. This was came to be known as February Revolution. Can you recall Mensheviks and Bolsheviks? The Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party, founded in 1898, was divided over the strategy of organization. One group came to be known as Bolsheviks. Its leader was Vladimir Lenin. And another group came to be known as Mensheviks. Its leader was Alexander Kerensky. Let's discuss about the February Revolution. In the winter of 1917, conditions in the capital, Petrograd, was horrible. There was a food shortage in workers' quarters. Hence, on 22nd February, a lockout took place at a factory on the right bank of the river Neva. The workers' quarters and factories were located on the right bank of the river Neva, and the fashionable areas, the Winter Palace and official buildings all were situated on the left bank of the river Neva. Then on 23rd February, workers from 50 other factories also joined the strike. In many factories, women led the way to strikes. This came to be known as International Women's Day. So, women workers also actively participated in the strike. Then workers crossed the factory quarters and surrounded the fashionable quarters and official buildings on the left bank. Then government imposed curfew. Curfew means restrictions. And demonstrators were dispersed by the evening. Then on 24th February, people came back to the streets. Cavalry and police were called to keep an eye on them. Then on 25th February, government suspended Duma. And politicians spoke against this action. Then again on 26th February, demonstrators returned in force to the streets of the left bank Neva. Then on 27th February, police headquarters were ransacked. People gathered on the city and raised slogans about bread, wages and better working hours. Sir called the cavalry to control the situation. But the cavalry was refused to fire on the demonstrators. Why did this cavalry refuse to fire on the demonstrators? Because an officer was shot at the barracks of a regiment. So they mutinied and 3 other regiments also joined with them and mutinied and voting to join the striking workers. So now these soldiers were joined with the striking workers. So the soldiers joined with the workers and formed Soviet or Council. This council of the soldiers and workers came to be known as Petrograd Soviet. So the soldiers and workers formed a council or Soviet. This came to be known as Petrograd Soviet. The very next day, a delegation went to see the Tsar. Military commanders advised him to abdicate. Tsar Nicholas II followed their advice and abdicated on 2nd March. The Soviet and Duma leaders formed provisional government to run the country under the leadership of the Menshevik leader Alexander Kerensky. This incident came to be known as February Revolution. So February Revolution brought down the monarchy in February 1917. So what was the immediate effect of this February Revolution? February Revolution brought down the monarchy in February 1917. Then what was the impact of February Revolution? After February Revolution, restrictions on public meetings and associations were removed. So Soviets like Petrograd Soviet were set up and workers' movement spread. Factory committees were formed in industrial areas, trade unions increased, soldiers' committees were formed in the army. In June, about 500 Soviets sent representatives to an All-Russian Congress of Soviets. Then, after February Revolution, what happened in Russia? Let's see. In April 1917, Bolshevik leader, who was the Bolshevik leader? Yes, Vladimir Lenin. He returned back to Russia from his exile. Exile means sent to another country. Okay, so he returned back to Russia from his exile and he put forward 3 demands. What were those demands? First one, to end the First World War. At that time, Russia was involved in the First World War. Second, to transfer the lands to the peasants. Third, to nationalize banks. These demands came to be known as April Thesis. He also argued for renaming Bolshevik Party as Communist Party. All these incidents after the February Revolution led to another incident or revolution in Russia that came to be known as October Revolution. Let's discuss about the circumstances that led towards the October Revolution. Now, provisional government under the leadership of Alexander Kerensky saw the growing influence of Bolshevik Party and he decided to suppress Bolshevik power. At the same time, Lenin feared that provisional government would set up a dictatorship in Russia. So, he planned an uprising against the government with the help of Bolshevik supporters. So, on October 16, persuaded the Bolshevik Party and Petrograd Soviet for a seizure of power. A military revolutionary committee under Leon Trotsky was appointed for this. On October 24th, the uprising began. Prime Minister Kerensky summoned the troops. At dawn, military men loyal to government seized the buildings of 2 Bolshevik newspapers. Pro-government troops were sent to protect telephone, telegram offices and Winter Palace. In response, Military Revolutionary Committee seized government offices and arrested ministers. Late in the day, ship Aurora shelled the Winter Palace, and other ships sailed down the river Neva and took over various military points. By nightfall, city was under the control of the committee and ministers surrendered. Uprising took place in other cities, especially in Moscow. But by December, Bolsheviks controlled Moscow Petrograd area also. This incident came to be known as October Revolution. So, as a result of this October Revolution, now power transferred from Mensheviks to Bolsheviks. Then, what changed after October? Or what was the impact of this October Revolution? After October Revolution, most industries and banks were nationalized. Land was declared as social property and peasants were allowed to seize the land from nobles. Large houses were partitioned according to family requirements. All the title of aristocracy were banned. A new uniform with Soviet hat were designed for the army. Bolshevik Party was renamed into Russian Communist Party. Bolshevik Party made peace with Germany at Brest-Litovsk. Russia became one-party state with only Bolshevik Party to participate in election. Trade unions were kept under party control. Then secret police called Chega and later OGPU and NKVD were formed to punish those who criticize Bolsheviks. So, children, today we have discussed about February Revolution and October Revolution. February Revolution brought down the monarchy in Russia. And October Revolution, as a result of the October Revolution, the power transferred from Mensheviks to Bolsheviks. Let me conclude today's session. I hope all of you have understood the content clearly. For your reference, I have uploaded the URL. Go through it. Notes are also attached along with this. Take it down. A test question paper is also there. Try it yourself. Thank you.